Right. And it's waiting, watching, like it's waiting, watching,
I'm
like
just checking to see if it's actually working or not. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Ken's out live with the Zoom homies. I have confirmed audio, so I'll just wait till someone talks on Zoom. We have Bill, we have Sam, we have Rich, who may or may not have the ability to see YouTube tonight. And we have Greg Guy, who's got that damn blinking cursor again. That's why he left and came back. Is it back, Greg?
Yep.
Yep.
And now it's gone.
Now, if we could just get rid of that echo as easily, man, it would be so nice. Scott was first, it looks like, in chat tonight when I went live at 58. There is some chit chat going on before that. Yes, the stream was late being scheduled tonight. I had a rough afternoon. Almost didn't do the live stream, but I am here. You are here. We are going to see how long this goes for. Ski Man might have been first, actually, at 9:58. I thought it was Scott. Heavy D Heavy channel. I can't say Christ. D Heavy. I don't. Gonna have to give that person a name as well. Hello to everyone. Ski, Scott, D Heavy, John Williams is here. Who's winning the game, John? Last I looked, it was a 2-point Illinois lead, 80-78. I haven't turned the TV on today, so I don't know. Jeff is watching from his old PC. Oh my goodness, he can't Zoom from there, so he'll just listen to the live stream. Well, hopefully you get to watch it too. I mean, don't you want to see our smiling faces? Well, at least my smiling face. I mean, after all. Yeah, Jeff, I did get your message. I don't know if you got my response or not, but all good. We'll see you when you get here. And quite understand that the reason Jeff's not here is way far more important than Jeff being here on Zoom. So we'll just let it go at that. Let's see here. Points are being given out. I did stop and restart that, so hopefully you got awarded 150 points upon your first chat. And Jeff saying hi to a lot of people. Grumpy's dinner was actually posted up at the top, but since you joined late, you won't be able to see it. But he had, I know this is going to be shocking, jalapeno sausage, Mariana, how do you pronounce that? You know what? Here, I'll just do this. I'm gonna cheat. It is in chat. I copied and pasted it in chat. um, yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Should get a backup camera. I've got a couple. If you need one, let me know. I'll send one to you. Um, and I'm not getting an update on the game. I know Purdue gave Nebraska a game. I think Purdue actually won in overtime, which Purdue's tough. I mean, it's going to be tough for us to win up there. We play Illinois and then Purdue next week, Sunday, Saturday. It's going to be a long week for me, with Tuesday thrown in between. So John, if you can hear my voice, put a 1 in chat, or in your case, put a 23 in chat. Scott did an upload again today with the train. That was really cool. It has one of the longest trains I think I've ever seen, ever. And I have a backup camera, but it's attached to my car. And then I finally got to see his upload on the ice, or I'm sorry, not ice sculptures, the snow sculptures. Really impressive. Really, yeah, the train was super long. I was like, and then I'm like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? When is it going to? And then I seen what I thought was the end of it. Nope, that wasn't the end. It still goes on, and then it had an engine on the back of it. I did not get to see Rick live today. I did get to see all of Rick's show because I started it before I left, had it on the screen, and then it played, and I got to go back and see the show that away. I was really trying to get back here by 3. My old camera for this PC is on his grandson's PC at his mom's place. Normally, I don't need it on this PC. It's using my yeah. Marinara. Marinara. Much better than regular spaghetti sauce. So much flavor when made right. Okay. I'm not sure what marinara is, long dog, but I'll just take your word for it. Sounds good. We have a new person in the house. Emma, Emma, Emma Lynn. Now, see, I got that one. Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Pretty sure that's pronounced Emma Lynn. Hello, Emma. Thank you for being here. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button, please, if you would. And I am subscribed to you already. So we are, if you're subscribed to me, we would be connected. I am dual streaming again tonight. I'm going to run that for a while just to see if the numbers. Jamie's in the house. Apparently, the Philippine American couple did a live stream earlier today that I totally missed out on because I was taking a nap. No, that's not marinara. It's two words, Mara, dot 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 dot, dot Nara. I'm thinking it's something to do with Naria. That wasn't there a movie back in the day called something Naria with a bunch of kids? Oh, Greg goes, I don't know. The guy that watches all, no pun intended, his name's Greg Guy, but the guy that watches all the movies doesn't know about Naria. The guy that never watches movies, that's me, knows about that. I think it was The Adventures of Naria or something like. I know there were like two, maybe three of them. It was Fantasyland type thing, without the short little good Narnia. I was close. Narnia. I'm getting it from both sides. Ski Man and Wintermute both say Narnia. See, the Las Vegas homie was correct after all. LOL. Okay, I missed a comment from the Lilo and Witch, the Lee, yes, the Leo, the Witch, and the Warb. I remember bits and pieces of it. Looks like you were struggling with the word. I don't know if that was what he put in there or not. I think he left a couple letters out, but it's all good. We all know what he meant. I baked pork tonight in the oven. It was really pretty good. I'm trying to find Jeff's comment to see what his marinara sauce. Now, see, when Jeff spells it out, marinara sauce, I got it. Yeah, I get it. Actually, spaghetti sounds really, really good. Found an interesting article trying to find out if it's true or not. Oh, do share. Do share. We inquiring minds, mine would like to know. Interesting article. I came across an interesting article earlier today too. I'll discuss mine afterwards. Something about the Olympics will stop due to something. I don't know. I'm not following the Olympics. Recent studies from early 2026 suggest Generation Z is. Wait a minute. Today's the what? 41st day of 2026. Recent studies from early 2026. So last month, somebody did a study on Generation Z. What is Generation Z, by the way? What are we? And if anyone says we're Generation Old, we could have an issue.
We're baby boomers.
Yeah. Generation Z is my children and
okay.
unbothered children.
Okay. The first generation in over a century scored lower on standardized cognitive tests, including memory, attention, IQ measures compared. Well, am I so glad nobody tests me on my memory? I'd fail that test in a heartbeat. I saw the article, but the centerfold got more attention. Good one, Ski. That's a good one. My phone just blinked for some reason. I have no idea. It's over here in my peripheral vision. I got it muted so I can't hear it, but the light, I haven't figured out how to turn the light off. If I could do that, then I really wouldn't be bothered at all. Yes, I did meet with the attorney this afternoon, and I will talk about that after the live stream is over. And Mad Magazine, yes, the centerfold in Mad Magazine was the highlight of my teenage years. Don Martin, oh my gosh. Rich is in the chat room. Hello, Rich. Only 20,000 points. Well, I wish we would have known what your points were before you started, so I could verify if you got the 150 or not. Um, you should have, because Sam told me last night. Once I shut it off and restart it, it resets everything, so you start out getting the points the way you should get the points. Whereas if I leave it running like I do, and by the way, this is not monetized, but I will unmonetize it. I will turn it back on. Right? Yeah, Spy versus Spy, exactly. I've actually done a couple trailers with Spy versus Spy. And I thought I had that muted. My phone just made a noise. In a moment, bitte. Talk amongst yourselves.
Something, something, something.
In a moment,
Why?
bitte. Wait 1 minute. Just a moment.
Why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Yeah, why do we have
It's
to?
one of the last letters in the. I need you guys to talk while I fix this stupid phone.
We're
Anything
supposed to talk about. You got a topic?
you would like to talk about. You guys talk about what you feel. What's on your mind, Sam? Talk about whatever's on your mind.
I'm
Talk.
cold.
We were 58 degrees here today. Cold, man. I took a beautiful picture of the ground. It was so warm. Right underneath my pine tree, the ground melted. And I was so tempted to get a golf club and a golf ball and go out and practice chipping. But then again, it was only about 10 feet in size, so I couldn't do that. Plus, the ground was so wet. Tony Wallow's in the house. Hello, Tony. He did an exclamation top. He's been awarded points. I'm still first, which is crazy. Jeff is second. John is third. Scott is fourth. Galactic Volcano is fifth. Betty is sixth. Ski Man is seventh. Nightbot, I got to figure out how to make the points for Nightbot go away. Rick Lakes is ninth, and Robert Michael is 10th. I also would like to make it go all the way to the top 20, which I'm sure that can be done. And everybody agree with me at one time on that. Let me.
Yeah, we can
Let's.
do that.
No
I
worries,
was just
Sam.
gonna say, everything that's on my mind is probably highly technical and never go over everybody's head. So, you know,
That's okay. My show is highly untechnical, and you know, why not go to the opposite end of the spectrum?
sure.
Okay, we're listening.
So,
Welcome to
so
the One Fish
today,
26 show. Go ahead, Sam.
so today I installed a program that lets me tunnel in from the wide area network into my computer in order to visit a website on my computer.
You tunneled in so that you can look at a website on your
Posted on
computer.
my computer. Yep.
Oh, on your stream or on?
No, like on my computer.
Okay. Can you demonstrate? Can you share your screen and demonstrate? Is that possible?
Sure.
I thought that's what the hell the computer was supposed to do.
Only Greg.
Okay, so the program is called, if I can pull it up here. The program is called ngrok, and it is a service, and it lets me basically port forward from this website to my local host.
Okay.
And when I click, if I go to this website, that's actually this right here. This
Something.
is on my. I just need to put something there, so I
Sure.
put something there. This is on my computer, so I don't have to. The reason it's simple is I don't have to fiddle with trying to configure the router or anything like that to get people to view it from the outside.
So you simplified it, in other words.
In a way, but the commands themselves to get there are kind of complex.
Jamie, don't feel bad. It's my poor brain's been that way most of the day today, so I
I told
understand.
you it would be over everybody's head. I
Oh,
mean,
I imagine there's a couple people out there that are actually
maybe.
understanding this.
Yeah,
Now, Sam, a personal question, if I may.
sure.
Did you go to school or have you gone to school to learn all of this, or is this just something you woke up one day and said, by golly, I'm going to learn how to do this
Well, I went to the 3-month Marine Corps school
for this?
for technical stuff,
Okay.
but uh actually it's,
Thank
yeah,
you,
it's
Steve,
three
for
months.
answering that.
It's 3 months at 29 Palms for the job. And that is every week of the month is a new subject. It's 8 hours of the subject a day, and there's a
Oh, my.
test on Friday. And if you don't pass the test, they can drop you from the school.
Oh, wow.
And there was, to give an example of how competitive that school is, um, I was 12th in the class of 30 with a 98.5% grade point average. I was 12th.
Man. I kicked us back to regular Zoom, by
Yeah.
the way. The good thing is, though, you graduated, right?
Oh yeah, I graduated from it. Yeah. But before that, I had this as, messing with computers as a hobby. And then after the Marine Corps, I just a lot of the stuff that I'm showing you right here or
I,
showed you,
I,
that's
yeah.
self-taught. That's self-taught. I didn't go to school to learn that specifically.
Y'all can call me Jamie. That's easier than avocado. Well, avocado is simple. It's the unbothered part that gets difficult to remember. But I get it. Um, Doggone, my nose is going to start bothering me again now. I just wondered because I know I lean on you for a lot with the with OBS and with Nightbot and the streamer thing, stream whatever. What's that called? StreamerBot. And without hesitation, I mean, you don't. You're like, well, give me up, and you're done. I mean, you like, I got to I'm done, and then you do it. With me, I look at stuff all the time, and I'm like, nope. It's just like last night, as we all know, my VLC went to Arkansas. It's back, and good boy, Dougie sort of moment where everyone was helping me, and the Zoom homies, they were all helping me, but I actually figured that out on my own, and I got credit for this from one of the homies with a Google search, and I would have never thought that that would have been it, and what it was, I think, um, I don't know and I don't care. It works now. I think when the Shield updated, it unchecked a box, so to speak, and instead of allowing something to happen, it said don't allow. Because when I went in and looked at that per the Google search, I was like, oh, well, there's your problem, lady. This thing had gotten changed from allow to unallow. So it did that, and then it was suggested to restart both the Shield, reboot the Shield and the computer. Upon that, done. Works just fine. John says, Gate came down for the railroad when it should have, but would not go back up. Oh my gosh, um, that would be horrible. Gate drops, train goes by, gate stays down. Yeah, fun. Um, were you actually at the gate waiting to cross the tracks, or did you see this from your house, or how are you aware of this, John? By the way, John, what's the score in the game? Is the game over? Did the Illini come back and win? You ever feel like you're talking to yourself?
All the time on this channel.
Yeah.
Greg, who says so much on this channel. uh, Norway. No way. Norway. No way. Go the other way. Train just went by. Yeah. If I understand Scott's area correctly, he's got a train track behind his house, and he does a lot of recording on that. My daughter's in advanced class. She has 3 years of orchestra under her belt as in girl. What instrument does your daughter play? In Girl Scouts, fashion design, club honors, choir, robotics. So I wonder how many people they polled for the generation thing. 3. That constitutes a poll. Really? Nobody's questioning that. All right, hold on. Since I'm not getting any violin, oh my goodness. Um, oh, okay, John says he saw it all from his house. Oh, Scott's saying the train is in front of it. I thought for some reason the train was at the back of your house. I'm not sure why I thought that. I'll be right back. I have to go look for a basketball score because not getting any cooperation out of the person. I know I'm not getting any cooperation. My money is on the Illinois team came back and actually won tonight. It looked to be, when I was checking the scores out here and there, it looked to be a really competitive game. I needed Illinois to win tonight. Well, actually, I kind of wanted to see, oh, Wisconsin won in overtime, 92-90. Good and bad. Let me bring my camera back and I'll explain myself. It's good Wisconsin won, but it's bad that Illinois won because Indiana plays Illinois next, and they're going to be mad. So we'll see. But congratulations, John. Now let me go find the stream. I like the stand-up cellos. I like people that play the stand-up cellos. It's like the old school bass. You remember the old-timey bass that they were about 100 feet tall and people play those. I prefer those basses over electric bass any day of the week. Violin, man, that's talent. 90-90 UW. I just looked it up and it's 92-90. So, and then now Scott. Now I'm sorry, Scott. Now John tells me I already know, Scott. Thanks. It could be worse. You could be a K-State fan. Yeah. Has anyone heard from Alex? Does he show up after the stream? He sometimes does and sometimes doesn't. The thing with Alex you have to understand is Alex shows up when Alex has something that Alex wants you to know about Alex. And it's just Alex. He's been that way since the day I met him. And I've met him in person 3 times. This way. Is this the German way and this is the American way? I always get those two confused. It's just easier for me to do that. And we're all used to it. Sometimes he gets on a tangent. We have to kind of curtail him back a little bit, and then he gets a little upset and takes a couple of days off. We can't say his name too many times. Yes, it's like Beetlejuice. You don't want to say his name 3 times. But thank you for asking. He's fine. We talk on Messenger. He's fine. Nothing going on with him. I really wish he could find a job. He's really smart. He's got a college education and a degree, and he never had that problem in college. Jeff, who's not with us tonight. Alex. Judy. Thanks, Jeff. If he shows up, Jeff. Oh my goodness. Nice win for the Badgers and the Olympic team. What Olympic event are we talking? I'm not following the Olympics at all. I was aware of, yeah, exactly. I mean, we knew one of these smart asses in the homies was going to do that. It was just a question of who was going to do it. I'm aware of the Lindsey Vonn situation, and she tore her ALC and then she broke her leg, I guess. Apparently, the article that I saw, and I didn't read it, was NBC stopped the Olympic coverage to have an update on Savannah Guthrie's mom. I didn't even read it. I know she's been gone now for about 9 days. I know she's got medication she's supposed to take. I did see another article that said it might be a hoax, but I can't understand why anyone would do that, especially if you're a NBC. I think she's what, a Today Show host, I believe. Women's U.S. hockey team beat Canada. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, there's rumor that the U.S. women's hockey team is pretty much a University of Wisconsin hockey team. That's just rumor. Thank you, Wintermute. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that. I would really like everyone to connect with everybody and support from time to time. I get the fact when the police are questioning someone. Okay, good, that's good. I know there were two deadlines. One was $5 million, and it got jacked up to $6 million for the ransom. GTV is in the house. Hello, GTV. I apologize. I haven't watched any live streams today at all. Got up, went to see the attorney, came back, took a nap. But I will get caught up later tonight. That's my plan. In fact, I've got one that I reached out to someone and said, hey, I missed it. I'm sorry. Right after my live stream ends, I'll replay the whole thing with ads so that it helps people out. But yeah, Tim Cruz is in the house. Howdy, Sir Kenny says. Hello, Tim. Good to see you. What's your temperature down there in Texas? Probably, what, 70, 80 degrees by now? I mean, we were absolutely gorgeous today. When I got ready to leave and I asked the thing down there that starts with an A and ends in an A what the outdoor temperature was, and it said it was 57 at that time, I was like, no way. Went outside and oh yeah, this was it. No coat, no jacket, no sweater, no nothing. I was very comfortable. Drove right past the office, by the way. Simple directions. Madison to stop 11 to Madison to Shelby to Lawrence. Can't get lost, right? I got lost. I didn't get lost. I just drove by the building because when I looked at it on the map, it looked like the street that I needed was a mile or so after I turned onto Shelby. It was less than a block. And how I knew I drove by it is as I'm driving by, I'm like, oh, look, that's Lawrence and Winkler and Vanzetti. Anyone knows that old joke? Made a U-turn, went back and made it. You ask Antarctica. You ask Antarctica at Ken Stout. I lost you, Ski. Fill me in. Yeah, that'll be a good bus ride back to Madison for the Badgers. And congratulations. I mean, I give credit where credit's due. 70 degrees. I called it. Didn't even know, but I called it. 70 degrees. Now, I think we're going to get, I looked at the app on my phone, and according to the app on my phone, we are really going to get some spring-like weather with rain. Just what we need. Starts with an A. And yeah. I did. I was like, Antarctica, what's the outdoor temperature? And it was prompt to answer me. But I also know this is the 10th day of February, and we still got a good 2, if not 3, 4 weeks of winter to go. So we will see. We will see. Yeah, I've got to be careful saying that because if it says anything, oh my gosh, it'll go on for days and days and days. Yeah, Jamie got the joke. I didn't get the joke. Daggone it. Be right back. Boy, this is a night for, I might as well just turn the camera off and put a picture of Alfred E. Newman in its place. Because isn't that some kind of a weird sign or something? If your nose itches a lot, you're about to inherit $4 or $5, something like that.
I heard it was 45,000.
That'd be a little better than $4 or $5, but I'd even pay the taxes on that. So does anybody have anything they would like to discuss? Anything at all? Greg raises his hand. Oh boy, here we go. Food. No, wait. What, ice cream? No? The damn blinking cursor?
No, it's gone.
For now. Okay, what's on your mind, Greg?
I slept on the couch from 11:30 till 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I am so happy I can't sleep on my couches. Um, I'm grateful for that. Honestly, the one couch is only like 4 feet in length. I think it's called a love seat. I think, and the other
Yeah.
couch, while it's 7 feet in length, it's just the most uncomfortable thing I've ever sat on. GTV says fine weather here on us. I know they were getting rain, torrential rain the other night. I was watching her live stream, and oh my goodness. Um, I don't know what's better, torrential rain or a little bit of snow that goes away, but then we don't get a little bit of snow. Oh, by the way, part 2 of me shoveling the mailbox out will be released tomorrow, and then part 3 the next day after that. If I sleep on my couch, I gotta. Oh my gosh. Um, the thing that I do like about the couch is it's got both ends recline out. It automatically hit a button and it just reclines out so your legs are there, which is really nice until you get a calf cramp, and then you're kind of up a creek without a paddle because you're extended, you're all laid back, you're all relaxed, you're stretched out, and you get a leg cramp. And I'm not the world's most agile person. And by the time I hit the button to bring this thing down so I can get up, the cramp's basically gone. Um, can't wait till me neither, Scott. I'm thinking though my reasoning and your reasoning are probably totally different. Um, I can't wait to get out and play golf again. Your locked out sounds painful. My locked out sounds painful. If you talk about my leg cramps, they are painful. Um, I've tried everything under the sun. Everybody under the sun has given me advice on how to get rid of them and what to magnesium, potassium, pickle juice, stand on your toes, wiggle your toes, hop up and down on one leg. Nothing seems to work. But I will say, since I've moved back into the master bedroom and I'm on the queen size bed where I can stretch out and relax, I have not gotten but one leg cramp, and it was very, very minor. How about March Madness? Um, yeah, I kind of like looking forward to March Madness a little bit. Um, I know there were a couple upsets this weekend. We'll see how IU does. IU's probably going to be 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th in the NCAA tournament. We'll see. I don't think they'll go very far. One, maybe 2 games, maybe. My neighbor 2 doors down was renting, had to leave. The owner put the house up for sale for 100K, 800 square feet, sold as is. They were the old elderly people there, but the elderly people there were nice, but their adult grandkids. Um, I can kind of relate to that. I might fill out a bracket. I don't fill bracket. Well, that's not entirely true. I look at it and I pick who I think is going to be where. Um, and I'm realistic about it. When Indiana was back in its heyday and everybody was like, IU's going to win the championship this year. No, they're not. And they didn't. I was really I was surprised. Yes, I'm a Japanese man. You just can't tell. I was really surprised that Mike Davis got them to the finals in his first year of coaching. Nobody tell me there's an arrow over there because the mouse is over there. That's sad, Jamie. That really is sad. That's the nice thing. That was one of the nice things that came out of today's meeting. We do need to do a poll. Um, that would be good. I need someone that can keep accurate records, though. Well, you know what? I'll get with Sam. He probably likes doing this. Doubt it. I'll have him make an electronic poll so that once we put our entries in, I don't know though, how difficult would that be to do? Let's just say we have 10 people participate in that. So you're going to have 10 different renditions or additions, if you will, of the poll. And we're going to need, you follow what I'm saying, right? We want it to be documented because if we do it on, here's my poll, Right here, you can see I picked this team to win, blah, 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 and then they lose. And oh, here's my poll. You'll see I did. So if we have it electronically done and someone's in charge of it, then it can't be altered, if you follow what I'm saying.
Right.
Yes. You can hear the enthusiasm in his voice. Right. Let me get right on that in about 3 years. I'll be right back. Let's just say there were
Thinking there's a
granddaughters
way
on
to
New
do
Year's.
it in Streamer Bot. I'm not sure though.
Oh wow! Now that would be cool. If that would be so cool if somehow we can manipulate. That's a new word, by the way. Manipulate. Oh my God! What is wrong with me? You know, when I die, I would really like to be able to, when they cut me open and they look inside this thing up here, I really want to see what's going on because manipulate. I met. I don't know what I meant. Let's hog. There's a word for that. Chat with StreamerBot and the NCAA picks. Let me go look at chat. Let's just say there were 3 granddaughters on New Year's Eve, had 8 guys. Oh my gosh. What? Wait, got my attention. The guys were twerking or the granddaughters were twerking? And how old were the granddaughters? Before you answer that, I need to know their ages because if they're under 18, then we don't discuss this. I'm getting new Spectrum equipment tomorrow via FedEx, Wi-Fi 7 battery backup. So my first question is, will your equipment handle Wi-Fi 7? Battery backup, there's an outage. It'll go on 5G for Verizon for 8 hours. Okay, cool. Just pick who's going to win. Just pick who's going to win it all. Oh, okay. Don't worry about necessarily following it the entire bracket, the entire 68 teams, but just the final 4 and the eventual winner. We could do that. Monopolize. Thank you, Wintermute. I was close. At least in my mind, I was close. The daughters were all okay. Let's get back to talking about twerking. They're in their 30s. They're of legal age. And the grandparents, I mean, so you have granddaughters that are 30 living with their grandparents, and they have guys over. I drank in the street. Now I cannot deny that. That's a ritual, especially when you're a teenager. I think I've drank in the street when I was in the military. In fact, I know I drank in the street when I was stationed in South Korea. It's what you do. You go to a club. They're not called bars, they're called clubs. You start out in one club, and when you migrate to the other club, you always take at least a drink with you, if not several drinks. We used to fill them out at work. It's just a guess for me. Yeah, I've been involved in many March Madness polls. I'm usually about, and I'm not saying this to be bragging or anything. Yes, I am. I'm usually about 85 to 90% right, even when there was money involved. And I'm not one of these type of guys that fills out 4 or 5 or 6 different polls. I fill it out once, and I'm done with it. And whatever happens, happen. It was awful. People called the cops. They wouldn't stop blasting their music and hollering at each other. Were they hollering, "Go baby, go baby, go baby," or what were they saying? And even that one went over. Richie, okay? You look kind of serious there all of a sudden. Just give me a thumbs up if you're okay. You know, probably ski hit. It was crazy. Probably making a TikTok video. Yeah. Same here. Did not follow much until it got to the Elite Eight. I back in the day, I used to follow it. I mean, my brother was into it. I was into it. My dad was into it. I think we got my little sister involved with it a couple times. And it was just a family thing to do. Plus, we live in Indiana, the basketball capital of the world, or so we think. Wait, we're the motor sports capital of the world. We think highly of ourselves now that I think about it. We're the something capital of the world, no matter what it is. We probably are the twerking capital of the world, and I just haven't figured out where that's at yet. I'll give you a follow-up report. Yes, they were saying, "Yeah, hey, get it, girl." uh, um, No comment. We still have about 19 minutes to kill. I may end this early. I don't know. It seems like it's just struggling a little bit. I think it's the day. Um, always hope for the home team. Yeah, if Indiana was in it, I would hope for. I was a little disappointed a couple years they didn't make the NCAA and they declined to go to the NIT. But then again, you got to respect that. You got to respect the coach that says, you know what, we weren't good enough to make the NCAA. So if we get invited, and most of the time they did, they declined to go. And it wasn't a snub to the NIT. It was just he didn't feel that his team was good enough to be there. You got to respect that. You really do. Um, I think this Indiana team should make the NCAA tournament this year, but if they don't, I think they will go to the NIT. Here's a little bit of trivia, Big Ten trivia. Who won the NIT 1975, I think it was? Google it if you'd like, and correct me if I'm wrong. But then who turned around the very next year and won the NCAA tournament and went undefeated? And let's just throw a bonus question in there. What was the last undefeated college basketball team? You love it when you hear a number one seed gets knocked off on the first round. Yeah, every now and then the 16 seed will get lucky. Lately it's been happening a lot. Have you noticed that, John? That there for many, 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 many years, number 1 and 16 is like a given. You know, it's going to be a 97-13 blowout given. And it does ruin. Purdue was 75. I thought, you sure? Well, I know I'm right on the other two. Indiana was the last undefeated basketball team, and they won the tournament. They were undefeated. They were 32-0. And I believe that was 76. I thought they won the NIT in 75 because it was like Princeton. Okay, so now we're getting. Oh, you put PU. I thought you meant Purdue. That's what Purdue is, PU. I'm going to have to research that. But I know I'm right on the other two. Indiana was the last collegiate team to go undefeated for the entire season. And the year Indiana won it, they won it on Indiana their home court. And that was the last time that ever happened. That's when they started going to neutral sites because you got to admit that's a little unfair. Wasn't planned that way. It's just the way it worked out that their bracket put them playing the championship game on their home court. There are going to be those that say that I bought and paid for that. I didn't. I was a teenage kid in 76. Thank you, Ski, by the way.
I was 26 in 76.
You were probably in the military, weren't you?
Already out of the Army, and 1 year later, I was in the Navy, January 77.
We got an important question from the audience. Jamie would like to know how to get your name on the clock. If you would like your name on the clock, send me an email and let me know that you would like your name on the clock. Or, since you ask here, I just have to assume you want your name on the clock. And then I would have to know, do you want Unbothered Avocado? Do you want your name Jamie? What name do you want? If you'd like your picture with your name on the clock, then you have to send me an email with your picture so that I can include your picture. Now it might take me a day or two to do that because I'm trying to learn this so that I don't have to reach out to Wintermute, I don't have to reach out to Sam, and I don't have to reach out to other people. So I'm trying to learn how to do it. I've gotten lucky the last couple times I've done it. I was recently asked to actually take someone off the clock, which I did. I'm Anchorman. I'm telling you guys, Sonia's in the house. Hello, Sonia. Sonia, all the way from Hong Kong. So, Jamie, I was in space in '76. That is how you get your name. Jamie works. I'll send pics later. Okay, let me jot that down. By the way, thank you. I appreciate that. I do want to rework the clocks. You are in the Central Time Zone, I believe. Is it okay? I'm gonna regret this. Are we on EST, CST, BST, DDT, whatever until March, and then we go to daylight time? And I know I'm gonna regret that. Are you having drop frames? 0, 0, 0, 0. Drop frames is 0, 0, 0, 0 percentage. 5176 kilobytes per second. Been live for 47 minutes. So no, the answer to your question is I'm not having drop frames. The studio is not even buffering. I'm guessing John is having some drop frames. By drop frames, I'm thinking he means he is buffering. Jamie, I'll see if I can't make that happen for tomorrow night. We'll work on that. EST, I think. Yeah, I know we're going to change in March. We either go to EST or we go to EDT, Eastern Daylight Time, I think is what it stands for. I don't know. EST for now. Thank you, Wintermute.
Got it. Yeah, March.
March 7th, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, March 7th. That's March 8th.
Sometime in March. Yeah, March 8th. That's a Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Which way?
and I like a lot of other people. March 8th, daylight savings time. So right now my clocks are wrong then. If on March 8th we go to, wait a minute. If we're on Eastern, Wintermute says it's EST now, and Scott is saying March 8th. Okay, yeah. Daylight savings time will change so it'll go to CDT, not CST. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I'll just put Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific. Yeah, it's right around the corner. Listening here. Thank you, Sonia. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. Let's go see what the thumbs up looks like. 12 people watching with 11 likes. Greg?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you see,
Now you got 2.
yeah, if only that could happen. I'd be sitting here going, like. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's just like, if you would like to hear an interesting rant, join Zoom after the stream tonight, because I do have a rant in mind. I have something that's really, really bugging me that I want to discuss with the homies, and I'm going to wait until we get a few people in there before I go off on my rant. Scott says he can't wait for the time change. Slowly watching, yes. SW. Speaking of SW, I haven't seen Ellen tonight. That's interesting. Do I need to slow down, John? Would you like me to speak a little slower?
What? What?
And Scott says, "Yep." Not sure what that was. Was that Greg?
What you say?
Just English. Host slow mode is on. Yes. However, even with slow mode, I missed a couple things the other night, and it still bothers me. I need to. I got some things to work on. So anyway, we got about 9 minutes to kill. I'm skipping March 8th. Would have been my sister's birthday. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. The most important date in your life right now is April 29th. We all know for Jamie, April 29th. I think April 3rd is an important date too. I think that's when David with the Philippine American couple is going to do his virtual baby shower thing. We all need to be there. Every single one of us need to go in there and just bombard his channel, which I'm sure he would like it. David actually likes when trolls show up, and knock on wood, we've been very lucky with trolls of late. April 3rd is the baby shower. I thought so. Sometimes my memory scares me. It remembers weird things, and things. This is like earlier tonight. I was doing something, and I wanted to go check out something on my channel, my own YouTube channel. So I open up YouTube and I'm sitting here looking at the main YouTube, and I'm like, why did I go here? What? It'll come back to me in 4 or 5 minutes. And sure enough, about 10 minutes later, oh yeah, I remember now. It had something to do with going to my studio to look at something in the studio, and it's just me. And how do I tell you guys that April 10th is my birthday? Wow. Going to be a new mom at the end of April, and you're going to turn 21 years old on April 10th. Congratulations. Not that anyone's caring, or not that anyone's going to be here, or not that we're going to do anything to celebrate, but my birthday's June 7th. I will be 67, as Scott pointed out the other day. 6/7/26, I will be 67. Mark it down, yes. Stealth mode is in the house. Hello, Stealth. Hope you're feeling better. I know last night you weren't feeling too good. Hopefully you're in much better shape tonight than you were last night. I think if I remember right, I believe Jamie's actually in her 30s. But you never disclose a woman's full age. Don't ask the age, and you never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, ask their weight. Ever. Even when they're pregnant.
I just used to look at the scale and my wife would stand up.
Oh. That explains a lot. Yes, upper 30s, close to 40. I'm down to just twice a month now on the scales. May 21st, I go back and see the doc at the VA, and I want to be under 200, and I'm kind of moving in that direction. I think with the weather being nice, I can start getting out and doing some things, cleaning the yard up, maybe mowing the lawn when we get to that point in time, walking, playing golf. Heaven forbid I have to take a job where I'm on my feet 19 hours a day, but it is what it is. Whatever happens, I'm still 39 from 30 years ago. Yeah, that was the old joke with my mom, is she was 39 for the 10th time this year. And my mom will be 88 in July, which, by the way, for those of you that don't know, that is my mom and I at the memory care where she lives when I was down there. And my mom and I always have a good time when I visit. She's got one great sense of humor, probably where I might have inherited my sense of humor from. I don't know. But she will be 88 years old. Truly amazing. Gives me hope. I mean, after all, half of my genes are from her, and half of my genes are from my dad. My dad's family, on the dad's side of my family, all the stout men die in their mid 60s. Wait, I'm past mid 60. I shouldn't jinx it. Yeah, she has good days. She has bad days. I'm not at all happy as why she ended up there, how she ended up there, but that's another story. How's the rollage jar? Oh my gosh, that's a good one, John. I will be right back again, and this is just a night for me not to be here. But I mean, I'm here. We had that conversation recently, which was an interesting conversation with you know who. Oh my goodness. We'll discuss that later on. I'll actually share my screen with that, with the homies on the after stream homies. Bill drops a picture over in the Zoom chat, and that looks to be, did Night Cafe create that, Bill, with the way that you did it, or did you change it and add the ship above the mushroom? That's kind of cool.
It's supposed to have been visible outer space, the outer space in the sky. That's what it came up with.
Well, it is a vehicle, being that it's a boat. But now let me see if I can share my screen. I think it's this one. It is this one. I need to change. I gotta do some OBS work. This is what I'm referring to. Bill did this on Night Cafe, and the reason I asked if he added the ship in there or not was because I know this is all Night Cafe. There, that's pretty easy recognizable, and the ship kind of looks like it's supposed to be there. But if that's supposed to be a ship, it's a vessel, not necessarily a ship. 186 pounds at the moment, not bad working out. I haven't weighed 186 pounds since I was in the 8th grade in middle school.
It must be Sam's house, after all.
What?
Who knows what they got in New York?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jamie got rid of her scale. I didn't have scales for the longest time, and I know I was a little over 300 at my biggest weight, and right now I'm 210. So I got about 3.5 months to drop 10 pounds. I think I can do that. 209, need to be around 190. 190 was my graduating high school weight in high school. 1977, 190. You have a grinder makes beer taste better. Someone you need to join Zoom afterwards tonight. 5'0". Is that with heels on or without heels on? Just wondering. And by the way, that's a little short. Maybe that's one of those unwritten questions you don't ask a woman too about her height. Without. Okay. Thank you for playing along. Definitely with Stelco says definitely with heels. Grinder for the meds in pill form. I don't have any issues taking my pills, and fortunately, again, knock on wood, I'm not insulin dependent for my diabetes. I take metformin and the other one, Jardiance. I think it's Jardiance. I don't even know. Hell, I could be taking stupidity drugs for all I know. It could be part of the problem now that I think about it. Yeah, it's Jardiance. And I could do the needle if I had to, but I hope to never, ever, ever have to do the needle. I struggle still drawing my blood to check my blood sugar. I can do it, and I can actually watch myself do it now. When I first started out, I would look away when I did it. Same thing with when I get blood drawn. I can watch them stick the needle in there. It doesn't bother me anymore, but I used to hate that as well. Yep, I get it. Let's go see if the outro is going to work. And no, I can't get Jamie put on the clocks during the outro. I'm not that talented to do. You can tell it's late. The chat went off the rails with, hello, everybody. Welcome to Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies. Started downhill right then and there.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Oh, oh. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
Forky's finishing there. And we are back. I want to thank everybody for being here on YouTube again tonight. And the reason I have the scroll so that I don't have to try to remember everybody's name. If you'd like to be on the Zoom panel, send me an email, k.z00m@gmail.com. It's at the top of the screen, and just say, hey, I'd like to join you on Zoom. Can I have the credentials? I'll send you the credentials. You click on the link. It'll bring you in here. You don't have to have your camera on. And if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk either. And tonight, I'm going to rant. I'm just warning people, if you join, I do have something that's bothering me, and I want to see if it's a me thing or what people think about it. So thank you guys. Rick Lake's tomorrow, 3 o'clock Indiana time, 2 o'clock in the middle, and noon out on the West Coast. And what's tomorrow? Wednesday? May or may not be a DaVinci and or OBS thing tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Good night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also want to thank the Zoom homies, Bill, Ski, Sam, starts with an S, I don't know, Rich, and Greg. Thanks, guys. See everyone later on Zoom. Bye. That's my boat, Jenny.